Hello, everyone, and welcome. Hope that you are doing amazing, phenomenal, well, feeling blessed, stable, grounded, whole within self in your environment. My name is Latice. I do readings on here as well as you can book readings with me down below. You can also check out my podcast down below or just give a donation reading if you so called to donation reading. Girl, see, one of these days. I was doing good yesterday, but not today. But if you just want to give a donation because of the reading, feel free to do so down below. With that being said, cultivated, created here for you. Let's dive into this. I wanted to do what truth is escaping tonight. Now, that's hilarious because that sound, the beep beep sound, if you heard it, it was from a regular as van, like a regular as soccer van, like soccer mom type van. So that's hilarious. And the fact that we're doing what truth is escaping tonight, it's almost like something that has been hidden in plain sight, or it's almost like hiding its own energy within itself. So that's crazy. But the fact that I put what truth is escaping tonight. You know how people say think it's weird. By the time a lie has made it across the world twice, the truth is just not put on his shoes. I always thought of that as just so stupid. I say it a lot because it's not that the lie is traveling faster, it's just that the truth has been either dismissed, held hostage, um, but it's still there. It's right next to it because without the truth, there would be no lie. The truth is there, right? Say this is blue. Make sure my Bluetooth thing is off because I don't know anything next to it. Okay, this is blue, right? This is the truth. In order for me to come up with the lie, I have to ignore the truth. I have to take the truth and do something completely different from the truth. So the truth is always there. In order to build a lie, you have to start with the truth. I hope this is making sense. So I can say, obviously, we see that this is blue, with some gray. But I say this is red. I have to go from the truth, which I know is blue, to create the lie, which is red. This is red. This is black. You get what I'm saying? So the truth has always been there. It's just someone is hoping that you do not see it. And that's why I said it looked very weird because it was like the big ass truck thing, but it was on a little ass SUV. And so it's like this thing where the truth has always been there because somebody had to cultivate the lie from the truth. Somebody had to build that, switch that, whatever it is, from the truth. It's like when I didn't hit that person, you're lying because if you admit to the truth of hitting that person, what will happen? And so you would rather have the repercussions of the lie, but it has to come from the truth. And I feel like you're going to realize a lot of things that people were saying or doing or whatever gets exposed, even about yourself. I'm hearing you're going to realize you always had the truth. I'm seeing like the Wizard of Oz or the Wiz where she had her shoes the entire time. Like I could have went home this entire fucking time. I could have did this entire, and it feels like this. You like, and don't come with yourself with shame or like I should have known or disbelief or anything. Just come with this realization, like, damn, the details are very significant in the life to make the picture, to make the energy. And so with this coming out is this realization for you that what is being exposed tonight. It's kind of like an expose story. Everybody gets the expose story, but the person has been doing the research. Person has been cross-referencing. They have been checking and double checking the facts, and now we're getting the expose story. The truth was always there. Now we're just getting exposed. It's like opening a curtain, like the Wiz, opening a curtain. You're like, this motherfucker has been here the whole time. Something about something has been here the whole time. With this energy, with this truth, with this enlightenment, with this alchemization of all of your patterns, I'm hearing past regrets, I'm hearing your loss of stamina, all this is coming to the truth, it's coming to a realization. I don't know why we're thinking about that, spirit. Um, Here, y'all really got me out here. You know what? I'm gonna keep that for me. Okay, that's my business. Thank you. Come up with a different reference. Um, but I'm just seeing. Thank you, Kizu. Thank you. You just have to realize some people will. I mean, also be cautious of the questions that are asked, because that can, in a lot of ways, tell you a lot of things as well. Of the questions that are asked or how the questions are framed. That's also a truth being let on as well. So it's this energy of, it's like those people that investigate murders, right? And the detective, and they listen to how people are describing them. Like when somebody has nothing to do with, they don't know if the person's there. They was like, "What do you mean? I just talked to them. They're there. They're speaking to this person as if it's in present tense because they obviously don't know that the person's died, or they're still trying to come to terms with the person has died. This and that." But somebody that has done the murder or knows that the person is dead, they speak about this person in past tense, but they're speaking about it in a way that they feel like it's so smooth. Like I said, it's just out there in plain sight. It has been here the whole time. They're like, I mean, that's what they used to do. What do you mean used to do? Or somebody that has no idea. They're just telling the truth. Again, not trying to cover up anything, not trying to hide anything. They're like, oh my God, they do this and they do that. It's in present tense. And I feel like it's kind of like those simple games. It's almost like, it's weird. It's like you need like a big, what do they call it? Detective glass or whatever in your life right now with just the words and what's being said and how it's being said. And not in a way of walking on eggshells, not in a way of trying to make shit sweet, and not in a way, but just being like, hmm. Growing up with siblings, we used to ask questions, and sometimes I would get asked questions, until we got, we would ask in an accusatory tone. We're asking a question, but we're asking it as if we're already accusing. We already feel like we got the facts, the information, da 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 da. And we're asking you in a way that's accusing you of something that we've already made up in our head. And I feel like that's also what people are doing as well. There's a reason I'm putting the cards, because it's just so many channels coming out about exposing truth tonight. Either somebody slip of the tongue, somebody slip of the action. It's just something where they've gotten so comfortable with the lie that they created from the truth that they're so shocked that the foundation, the blueprint, which is the truth, the actuality, the reality of the situation, the facts, is coming out. Is being done. It's kind of like when people like, if somebody's accusing you of cheating, it's because they're cheating. I don't know where that's coming up from, but that's a real. It's kind of like that energy. I've had people tell me, be like, "Oh, I thought you were subtweeting me because I subtweet people," and I'm just like, I don't do that though. And so even things like that, or I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. If I'm able to subtweet you and know that you'll see it, that means we have some type of contact and connection with each other. I can just reach out to you directly. I'm only going to subtweet people, if I do at all, people that will not see and that I don't talk to. So it's kind of like it's kind of even that information where it's like, once it comes out, it's like, why did you think that was about you? And then it comes out. Like I literally had to ask, like, why do you think that those things are about? Oh, because I do. It's like, oh. And so even things like that sort, when you have to ask the questions like, why do you feel this way? Why do you do it? And then it exposes something. And it ain't gonna be bad, because in those relationships, I either strengthen them or just like, okay, let me separate. And so it's this energy of that. Either it's going to build a strong connection once it does get exposed. The truth can bring people together, ashe, or it can tear people apart. And that's why people feel like the truth is hard to grasp or understand or get, is because people are not used to it. They're so used to the lie. They're so used to part of the truth and hoping that the other part, it's just this, no. So be cautious. It's this details thing. Just be, like I said, it's almost like you're a detective right now in your life. I'm also seeing the game Alibi. It's where essentially there's a group of people and there's one or two detectives, depending on how big the group is, and they go around the group literally asking, "What did you do last night?" And everybody says their one liner, and then the two detectives leaves, and then they come back and they ask the same group, and one or two people, depending on how group it is, will change their story just in the slightest of details. And the detectives have to figure out something has changed. And I feel like that's what you're realizing in the way that things are being phrased and worded, and the actions not lining up, or in the actions being different than the actions that. It's also that movie Act Like a Woman, Think Like a Man, where he was like, yeah, I filled out those job applications, yeah, I did that. But the actions of him lying, like, yeah, I did that, you didn't do that. You had the opportunity to do that, so you pulled from a line saying that you did. But now the outcome, the results, the conclusion is showing that you didn't do it at all. Because when he did do it, he got the job. And so it's come to people who be like, yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I set that up. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I called that place. Yeah, da, da, da. But then you're waiting on the outcome of something that they should have done happening, and it didn't happen. There's a lot being let out tonight. I just feel like it's just somebody that's just getting a lot out, and it's gonna a lot's gonna be revealed. A lot has been revealed. It's not pushing it on the forefront. It is not pushing it on the forefront for you. Mm. Yeah, I'm just here to be cautious of how people ask things. Be cautious of how people say things. And like I said, it's kind of like in this detective mode where detectives don't need to overanalyze. It's just like a second nature. They're like, did you catch that? Yeah, I caught that. It's like a secret language, and you'll know that. And once you vibrate on the frequency of truth, you'll recognize when anything isn't that. I have this saying where I say confirmation work where I say, I hear truth, I speak truth, I act in truth, I am truth. Or different variations of that. Because if I'm speaking the truth, if I'm thinking in truth, if I'm acting in truth, my environment is going to have to be a reflection of that, or I'm going to see the dysfunction of what is not a reflection of that. So, coming into terms with this information that's coming in, something being revealed. What is being revealed tonight is something that has been hiding in plain sight. Somebody has been kind of slick with their words, slick with their actions, trying to fly under the radar. But in order to fly under the radar as well, it's like they don't even realize what's happening. In order to fly under the radar, you have to know where the radars are to fly under them, to avoid them. Again, they have to take the lie from the truth. It's something where they said that they was going to do something and the results is not coming out that they actually did it, or they're saying things and they're twisting up. It's like, hold on now. You're speaking in past tense, or you're speaking in a way that I thought you said this, or I thought you did this, or and it's just like you're noticing, or why are you asking this in this type of way? Sounds like, so you didn't want to go there. It's like, what? Why are you asking me like that? Was it's those types like things where it's just right in front of your face. You're gonna have to deal with that truth. It's right in front of your face. And it's happening tonight. It's almost like that one scene from the movie where it was like the two friends wound up having they wedded on the same day, but then they was fighting against each other and having all the insecurities come out. And one of the videos that the girl showed, he was like, I can't marry somebody. She was like, it was just, she realized, I can't marry you. Like, I don't have fun with you, this and that. It's like that truth being exposed led to another truth being. It's like it's gonna be a ripple effect. I always say you can work with the truth because it's tangible, it's real. You can hold it's the actuality. It's not a figment of your imagination. It's a cultivation of reality, of a frequency. And so I feel like it's going to be a ripple effect of how you move in life and in relationships. And it's not going to make you hyper aware Spirit just wants you to recognize that details matter too. Okay? But that has been your reading. I love you. Love yourselves more. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time.